Look where you're going.
More bodies getting shite done never hurt anything.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
Touch me again, and there'll be consequences.
Well, well, our little wayfarer has returned. You're looking in a lot better nick than when we first found you, I must say. I've been paying mind to what you've been up to round here. Seems you're not a bad sort, me old mucker. So listen, I got an opportunity for you. You can keep on doing odd jobs for us, help out here and there for a few tickets, or you can step up to the big game. I'm offering you the chance to join the ranks of the vagabonds. Join our family proper. Your blood becomes our blood. Our fate becomes your fate. For more info, the other lieutenants can kit you out with some gear. If you hang around, wouldn't hurt none. We need the numbers.
If you hang around, wouldn't hurt none. We need the numbers.
Touch me again.
I've been paying mind to what you've been up to round here. You can keep on doing odd jobs for us. I'm offering you our blood. Our here. I've been paying mind to what you've been up to round here.
More bodies. Didn't your mum teach you better? Touch me again, and there'll be consequences.
I'm offering
How you doing, mate?
Our here.
Hey, no trouble. I had fresh deliveries of chems and medicines today. Which would you rather have your mitts on? More bodies. Didn't your mum teach you better? Touch me again, and there'll be consequences.
I'm offering.
How you doing? Here you go, mate.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
All right, labrat. What can I do for you? Gaunt wants more filler blood, eh? Time to kill us some more doggies. Ah, well. If that's your job, then I can help you live through it, I hope. If you're planning a straight fight, then I can give you some armor. But if you want to be all tactical-like, then you can't go wrong with some well-timed grenades. You ever stop to wonder where it ends? They kill us, we kill them. Ah, never mind. Probably just a shrapnel talking. Now, what gear were you after? Sure thing. Here you go. If you hang round, wouldn't hurt none. We need the numbers.
Hello, young plum. Help? I can't help with that. Can't even see enough to help you. Ha ha! You gotta do this on your own. No hand-holding. But I'll give you a bit of background so you know what you're in for. The Syndicate has an enforcement division known by locals as the Sniffers. Their whole job is to keep the peace, as they call it, meaning meting out a bit of the old ultra-violence against anything they consider subversive. Pretty cruel bunch by all accounts. They tend to wander around in small groups round Millwall, looking for trouble. You'll find a few round Tower Hamlets and the Dome too. Each group has a captain, and they're usually smart and tough. You want to get that pin off their collar, you gotta be smarter and tougher. And they ain't the complacent type, so don't expect no shortcuts here. Like I said, no hand-holding on this one. You're on your own, I'm afraid. Do please try not to die. More bodies getting shite done never hurt anything.
What you after? Sure, I guess you need the right weapon for the job. You fancy a shooter or a slicer? Right, here you go. My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty and... other ways.
If you hang around, wouldn't hurt none. We need the numbers.
Need help? Let's take a look at you. Take care.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer. But I get my hands dirty in other ways.
Who?
What was I doing again? What?
Who's that? What was that?
Come here, you shifty little shit. Stop it, lads.
Prick! Let's get this over with.
More bodies getting shot done never hurt anything.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
How goes the hunt? Well, well, I wasn't sure you had it in you, me old China. Very well done indeed. And good riddance to the dirty dog you scrubbed to get this. Here, keep this pin. Your first trophy is something to hold on to with pride. And take these threads. You're one of us now, so you ought to dress the part too. Welcome to the Vagabonds. Now, I told you I had some big plans coming up. Come see me and the boys in the lounge and I'll tell you what comes next. It's time for those dogs to find out what happens when we bite back. You're the one helping out. Good to see ain't everybody out to get us.
I wouldn't tarry if I didn't your mum teach you better.
More bodies getting shot done never hurt anything. More bodies getting shot done never hurt anything.
If you hang around, wouldn't hurt none. We need the numbers.
It's a good day to get things done.
Bodies getting shot done never hurt anything.
Well, here we all are then. Listen up, lads. I've called us together for a reason.
If you hang
The
around,
dogs hit us
wouldn't hurt
hard
none.
last time,
We need the
coming
numbers.
right to the centre of our turf. Well, I didn't want no rash response, but now our heads have cooled, it's time we looked at how to bite back. The dogs are trying to get the nuclear reactor on their turf up and running. We've got to win this war before that can happen. That reactor could produce double the power Battersea can. The gentry would have the Tommies in their gaff in seconds. They'd be untouchable. So now's the time to strike, and strike hard. And we've got us some extra help now. The lab rat we found down bridge is moving up in the world. This wayfarer is now a vagabond.
Nice one.
Good work, mate.
Get in.
You've had a taste of Syndicate blood, wayfarer. I'm hoping you're hungry for more. We're moving to a new phase in the war, one that's going to see us much more active, and I want you as our new commando. Is there a problem, or are you just enjoying the silence? The old man's keeping his neck out of this one. He thinks we should keep our heads low and stay out of trouble. Well, I've had enough of that. No more defensive maneuvers. No more shithouse posturing. It's time to give the Syndicate what they deserve. And if that means escalating the fight, then I say bring it the fuck on. You think this is some sort of joke? Wipe that fucking smirk from your face before I take it off with a lead pipe. We're talking serious fucking business here. Don't you give me no shit or I'll turn you into fucking fertilizer. You hear? That's what I've got the lads here for. Chill, bullet tooth, shrapnel. I told you all I want new plans for how we can do some proper damage to the dogs. And new blood here is going to be our point person. What you got for me?
If you hang around,
I've got an easy
wouldn't hurt
aspiration,
none.
boss.
We need
I
the
say we
numbers.
take down the dredge.
The Mudchute prison boat? What do you mean, take it down?
We crack it open and steal the yoke. There's a bunch of our blokes in there. Lab rat here can sneak in, let everyone out, then set a few well-placed bombs to sink the whole damn place.
I ever tell you you're a fucking lunatic, Johnny?
You've mentioned it a few times, boss. But, what exactly is it about this that seems so mad?
The dredge is guarded to the tits. You couldn't sneak a gnat's fart in there. And what's the good in blowing it up? Syndicates have been trying to call us terrorists ever since we broke out that friend of Yvette's. If we bomb a prison, they'll just use that as propaganda against us.
Not everyone's fond of prisons gone, and our lot in there have some grit in a fight. Would be nice to have them back in our numbers rather than rotting in the clink.
There's some logic in your lunacy, Shrapnel. We could do with more hands, and it would stick it to the dogs if we break our boys out of the dredge. All right, tell our chum your plan, then.
Syndicate's biggest and vilest prison. It's an old warship floating off the south end of Millwall. Its proper name is Mudchute Prison, but everyone calls it the Dredge. The gentry send the debtors and persons non grata to rot there. The dogs also have a special block for vagabonds to capture. The Dredge has a reputation for people only getting out as dog food. And there's worse what happens inside. Torture, experiments, abuse. It's fucking hell. I spent some time there myself. Managed to get away when I was transferred to a work camp. Worst experience of my miserable life. So nothing would give me more pleasure than to see that Abaddon obliterated. There's a gangplank from the shore near the front, and there's groups of guards patrolling all the time there. It's pretty tight, like the boss said. No one's ever gotten in by brute force. But a lone nutter, being all sneaky like, I reckon it could work if you're clever. You'll want to go at night, of course. Less patrols then. The door on the ship is locked, but it's not fancy if you know your way around some tumblers. Or you could try loot a key from the guard patrol, whilst not summoning all of Gehenna upon you. Should all be pretty easy in theory, right?
This is fucking madness, Johnny. Wayfarer, you feel up to this?
That's the spirit, mate. Our vagabonds are kept in a block near the front, but you'll have to take down the security system before you spring them. The cells themselves are unlocked from the warden's office down the back of the ship. There's a bigger block in the middle you can open the same way, full of the gentry's convicts. It would be good to set the whole place free.
And have them all shot as soon as they try to leave. Our boys can handle themselves, but the other numpties will just get slaughtered or recaptured and we'll get the blame for it.
Maybe our nutter here could help take out some of the enforcers. No one deserves to rot in that place. And if we get the other prisoners out, we're free to set the bombs and do some permanent fucking damage.
Or end up with everyone sandwiched between explosions and syndicate enforcers. It would be a clusterfuck, Johnny. Let's just focus on getting our own lot out. Them others aren't our problem.
But the dredge, maybe it's too hard, but damn, I'd love to see that hellhole sink. Fan-fucking-tastic. Here, 3 bombs is enough to sink the ship if you get the chance to use them. They'll need placing around the lower deck. Once they're set, you'll need a scarper. Quick. Good luck, mate.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
You hear something?
Nah, someone's having a bubble here. Never mind. You hear something?
You hear something?
You're pissing me right off,
They
mate.
know better than to mess with the dogs. You get bit.
You've got a slappable face, you know that.
Someone's having a bubble here.
You bastard.
You little bastard. Don't test me, you little runt. Silly bollocks, come here. I'm gonna clip you one. Pull out!
Blimey, we're in a right mess, we are. Fingers crossed you can lend a hand.
Time to record your last words in, mate. Get on with it.
This is my final message. I'm trapped on this damn ship, and it's clear we're not getting out. To my family, if anyone ever finds this holotape, Know that I love you. I'm sorry I couldn't keep my promise. Tell my son to be strong, to make a better life. The Isle of Dogs Syndicate failed me, but you can rise above them. Farewell.
Fat chance. Hit record. Speak clearly. It's the only one you get.
This is a message from the depths of hell. I ain't going out quietly. They took everything from me. My freedom, my dignity. They won't take my spirit. If anyone's listening, if there's any justice in this world, remember my name. Randall the Roundel. Tell the world what they did here.
I doubt people really care what we do here, mate. Speak into the...
Yeah, I understand. This is to my family. Seems my time has come. It's dark here, and the air is heavy. I can't go on much longer, nor will they let me. To my wife, I'm sorry for leaving you alone. You deserve better. Take care of our daughter, and tell her I love her more than anything. I hope one day you both find peace. Goodbye.
This ain't ever easy.
What was that?
Who? Nah, someone's having a bubble here.
Oi, oi. Somebody's hanging around our yard.
Fuck off!
I can see her. I can see my mum.
Oi, you're riling me
You
now,
think I'm
sunshine.
some kind of mug or something? Never mind.
They know better than to mess with the dogs.
What?
Lads! Found her!
Yeah!
I can see her. I can see me mum.
You're pissing me right off, mate. What was I doing again? What the? Come here, you shifty little shit!
Thanks for letting us out, Gov. What's the plan? On it. Fucking freedom, lads. Let's go.
I say, who are you? Are you letting us go? Thank goodness. It is most repugnant in here, and I'm sure we'd all be jolly pleased to leave it behind. You're hardly going to take a little army out on your own, are you? Listen, dear. There's an armory at the back, but it's guarded by the Warden's watchdog. If you can jig it open, we'll have enough weapons to mind ourselves. Stay in this rotten cell? Goodness, no. There's a canteen across the corridor, and I haven't had a cup of tea in days. We'll meet you there in a jiffy. Ah, you're back. Are we ready to pop out? Jolly good. Tea break's over, chaps. To freedom.
Who's there?
You've got a slappable face, you know that?
Huh?
You spin around.
I'll get you, prick! We need to get the hell out of here!
You're pathetic.
Bastard!
Funny bugger, is it?
We need to get the hell out of here!
We need to get... No. Not... here.
Yeah! Pull out!
Where you at? Get you off the, you prick! Scarper, lads!
back. So, what happened? Get in, that's bloody brilliant. You have to tell me, how big was the explosion? How fast did the dredge sink? Did you see the hull ripped open?
You fucking plonkers. Don't you see what that means? The Syndicate are going to spin this as vagabond terrorism. How many of those other prisoners sank with the ship? Their blood's on us now.
Hear that, boss? The dredge is dead and we're the heroes. That'll raise our reputation through the roof.
Not fucking bad. The Syndicate will be seething about this. You've turned a shit show into something salvageable. I'm impressed.
I'll say. Here, Dredge Slayer. Take these. It's good to have a comrade that shares my love of blowing shit up.
Well, onwards and upwards. What's next?
Alright, gents, so tell me, what does the Syndicate have in abundance that we don't?
Web toes.
Herpes.
Literally everything.
No. I mean, yeah, probably. But I'm thinking of one thing in particular. Supplies. While we're choking down squirrel stew and using rock gut whiskey to treat anything from the flu to a bullet in the head, the IODS has enough food and medicine to supply both them and the whole of Westminster. I feel it's high time we alleviate them of some of that excess and put ourselves in a position to succeed. After all, health is wealth.
So what are you suggesting we do about it? And if you say a train robbery again, I swear to God.
Well, now, just hear me out. There's a train that makes up a third of the Syndicate supply line, and...
Oh, for fuck's sake, Winston. You've been reading your bloody spy comic books again. You're not 006 or whatever. Give it a rest.
Well, it's 005 actually, and what I read in my spare time has nothing to do with this. I really don't see what your issue is anyway. They have supplies, they transport them via train, we rob the train, it's simple.
It's not bloody simple. It's never bloody simple. There are far too many variables at play in a job like that. We broke even by the skin of our bollocks on the supply run to the lab, and you want to up the ante? Not a chance. Out of the question.
That's just it though, innit? You're looking at the ones and zeros of the returns from the lab. But the real intangible score of that job run is staring us right in the bloody face.
What are you on about? What, the Wayfarer? Not a bad point. Alright, fine. Here's what we'll do. Let's send the Wayfarer to strap on a tux and play international spy. And if they don't come back, we're only back to net zero on that lab run. Happy?
Seems like the more people we send, the better chance of success we'd have. But, yeah, sure. I'll take what I can get.
Good. You should be thanking me for even agreeing to that. The stakes of a job like this are still sky high, seeing as if the Wayfarer fucks this up, the heat comes down on our heads like a redcoat's deli belly. You hear that, Wayfarer? If you muck this up and get yourself killed, I'll find you in the afterlife and shit down your throat for the rest of eternity.
Excellent. So the train passes through Poplar Station. That's where you'll be heading first. The station is a Syndicate outpost, so you'll most likely have to put down some dogs to get to the control room. Once you're there, all you have to do is switch the train's route to Canning Town Station. Hop aboard, and Bob's your uncle, you're done. We'll be waiting in Canning Town to unload the supplies. Easy peasy.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be just that simple. What could go wrong? It's only the Syndicate's most important and highly guarded assets we're talking about. So in case it's not the sunny stroll in the park that Winston is presenting it as, take these explosives. If we can't have those supplies, nobody can. Get me? If things start going south, blow that train to Kingdom Come. Even if we come away empty-handed, at least we'll muck up the Syndicate's main supply lines.
But securing those supplies is still the main objective, so don't go blowing them up for the hell of it. Any questions? The fat cats of the gentry struck a bit of a deal with the mangy mutts of the Isle a while back. In exchange for guns, slave labour, tickets, and a promise not to kick down their doors in the middle of the night, the Syndicate supplies Her Majesty and the distinguished royal court with food, medicine, and other essentials. But it's no secret that there's very little love lost between the lot. All it might take to get the gentry to double back on their little deal is a slight rock of the old boat, if you catch my drift. Something like a dashing rogue agent with a license to kill, intercepting their supply run, for instance. Good luck, mate. The lads will see you in Canning Town. Quick, take this before Gaunt sees.
Christ. This is such a mistake.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
What was that?
Ugh.